I love the sweet potato casserole with the ham. It's traditional and there's a reason, because it is so wonderful with ham. I used to, years ago, boil the sweet potatoes and do all that kind of stuff, but I've really discovered an easier way, and I think a better tasting way, and that's to buy the yams in a can with heavy syrup. They're just done perfectly. You don't have to worry about overcooking the potatoes. They're already sweet because they have the heavy syrup, and it just works for me so much better than the boiling of the sweet potatoes. Some of the other ingredients, of course, are marshmallows that we're going to put on at the end of the baking cycle. We have some good organic cinnamon, a little bit of nutmeg. I like nutmeg in the sweet potatoes, but I don't like much, so we're only going to put just a touch. Of course, we have brown sugar and pecans for part of the topping. And the secret ingredient that I love to use in a sweet potato casserole is just a little bit of sweetened condensed milk. So I'll go and empty these cans of potatoes, mash them up just a little bit, and then we'll mash a little bit together, and we'll get started. So this is 3 29-ounce cans of yams with heavy syrup. I completely drain them and mash them a little bit. We'll mash just a little bit more. You can see they're a beautiful orange color. To this, we're going to go ahead and add 1 beaten egg, pasture-raised, of course. You know, I always tell people use pasture-raised eggs, and one of the reasons is because we used to have chickens, and I want them to be treated humanely as possible, but the other reason is they're just so much more delicious. That's 1 beaten pasture-raised egg. We're going to also add 3 tablespoons of melted butter. Everything's better with butter, right? Mix that in just a little bit. Butter smells wonderful. I think butter makes everything better. Just incorporate the egg really well. We'll go ahead now and add our Eagle brand milk, or any sweetened condensed milk is fine. We don't want to add too much because our sweet potatoes are already sweet from the syrup that was in the can. But we're going to add, let's just say we're going to add about a 1/4 cup of the Eagle brand milk. I love Eagle brand milk. I could just eat it out of the can. This is going to give a creaminess and a richness and a wonderful sweetness to the casserole. Looking so good. Just really make sure that's well mixed. And we're going to add our spices. I love how organic cinnamon smells. So just a few shakes of that. I'd say 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 shakes of cinnamon. Again, I love nutmeg in it, but just a teeny bit. Just 1, 2, that's it. Mix those in. Oh, it smells like the holidays. And also in the sweet potato casserole, I like just a hint of vanilla. I would say about a teaspoon. Mix that in. I love how vanilla smells. It always makes everything just extra delicious. Give that just a little bit of a taste. It's good. It's just sweet enough because it has the sweetness from the can, and also the Eagle brand milk makes it just special, especially delicious. So let me get the pan and we'll put that in and we'll get it in the oven. So I prepared this pan by using a butter spray, something like Pam or something similar. We'll just get our potatoes right in there. This looks like a lot of potatoes, but you'll see as we begin to fill the dish, it should work out just perfect. I love how this looks in the pan and just love to smell it cooking. Kitchen's going to smell wonderful. Everybody's going to come clamoring downstairs wanting to know what you're cooking. You can see the pan starting to fill up. Looking good. And to the top I have some brown sugar. I use the dark brown sugar. We're going to just put a little bit of that on top. Just sprinkle it to cover the top. This is going to be covered by the marshmallows at the end, so you don't have to worry about being too precious with it. Just get brown sugar over the whole top. This is going to add just a little bit of additional sweetness to it. And there's nothing like brown sugar, of course, with a sweet potato casserole. That looks about right. This was about 3/4 cup of dark brown sugar. Looking great. This is 2 ounces of pecan pieces. I find that the pecan pieces work best in a sweet potato casserole. People don't really want to bite down on a big pecan, so we're just going to sprinkle those over the brown sugar. And the nice thing about the marshmallow topping, although we're going to bake this for 30 minutes at 350 to get it good and heated through without the marshmallows, and then we'll add the marshmallows at the end. It's going to work out just about right. Can't wait to have it. So we'll put this in the oven at 350 for about 30 minutes till it's bubbly and hot, and then we'll add the marshmallows. The sweet potatoes are hot out of the oven. They've heated through and the sugar has melted. They smell wonderful. So now we'll put our marshmallows on top and return them to the oven to finish. I'd love to use the small miniature marshmallows. I think they're prettier than the big marshmallows and they just brown a little more evenly, so I like to use these. Just put the marshmallows all over the top. It smells so good. I wish you guys could smell it. Smell the cinnamon, the nutmeg, sweet potatoes. Gonna be great. So good with the ham. Just a few more. Don't have to cover the whole thing. It's nice to have a little bit of the potatoes showing through. So I'll return these now back to the 350-degree oven for just a few minutes. You'll want to watch them, and after they've melted and turned a beautiful golden brown, it's time to take them out of the oven. Here's the sweet potato casserole fresh out of the oven. The potatoes are bubbly. The marshmallows are delicious, beautiful brown. It'll be wonderful with the ham. Can't wait.